Right. Now we're ready. Clean palette, new paints out. Let's mix what I've been trying to mix all along. See if we can grade that a little or lighten it a little bit. A little more blue as it comes forward. A little more blue. There's a little blue. Lighten that too much. May have lightened that a little too much. Hard to tell until it dries. Let me dry a wet paper towel. Try to pick some of that up. Maybe alright. We may be alright. There's some little spots that I'm going to put down, and I kind of see it. Some little spots where it's, I'll put it this way, it would make sense that there's little bits of blue breaking down in here. Now that's kind of mimicking that, right? It's not perfect. But again, the key is nobody's going to look at this when we're done. So this has to read on its own. This is going to have to rewind. Anybody obviously would look and go when we create those waves and the kids are running, they're going to know that's the ocean, but we want to do our best to make it look as good as it possibly can. We're going to have to straighten that a little bit. That's okay. We are going to, every time it dries and we come back up here, we just basically reestablish. I put a lighter one over there. If you remember, I put light. It dries darker. That's just acrylics. So we go a little bit, and that's pretty bright, but we know that it's going to darken when it dries. We put one. The nice thing is with acrylics is we can, when that dries, we can take a very faint blue, like pure blue, and just drag over that. And this wave comes down pretty sharp right there. I'll make sure I get that, because we'll build this back up, right? That's what we always do. We paint up and down into each other. Now, if I can get away with some of this, now this will dry where you can't even hardly see what I'm doing. I'm just putting down such little paint, but just a little break up. So this is the Cliff Notes version, right? And we'll be taking pure white and we'll be killing this. We're gonna kill this. It's gonna look so pretty. It'll look so pretty. Let's see here. We may even, let's get crazy. We might even take a palette knife and slam in some of this stuff if it's not reading how I want to. Gotta get that lighter. Now you see if it dried, that same value would be all right. But it's not going to. It's going to lighten, and I'll have to put more on it, and I'll put more on it, which again is okay. I want to, so eager to put them in, to paint the kids in. I just really want to get them in there, because that's going to look better once I do. But I need to do a decent job. Of painting this stuff in, now, best I can. And all I'm doing, pure, just big, paint, right? You lay it on, lay it on, lay it on. So that'll come up to about there. So we'll bring that back up. Does that help? It's kind of fun. Just feel that, right? Feel that happening there. This is fun, man. If you can't have fun doing this, you got a problem. Well, that was mean. I shouldn't have said that. You don't have a problem. But if you can't have fun painting stuff like this, then you need to find another hobby. Because this is about, honestly, having fun and relaxing. And, so many people do this and they get so stressed. I've taught, how many painting parties I've led. And it's just amazing to me when I start one and I go, who's excited? Who's ready to do this? And people go, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I couldn't sleep at all last night. It happens almost every time. I'm like, why would you be nervous? I mean, the worst thing is you come to one of those things, you hang out with your friends, drink a little wine and a little booze, have some fun, and, at worst thing happens, you hate your painting, you throw it away. And, you spent $20 or $40 or whatever you're going to spend on those things, and you had a good time. If you'll allow yourself to have a good time. It's just like golf, right? People go drop $50 on a round of golf, and I hate golf. Did y'all know that? You all might not have known that. I'm good. There's no reason for me. I really want to put some more of this in. There's no reason until I find them, draw them in. I'm mumbling. I'm sorry. This is going to be so much fun to wad this up and have it reading right again. Now, I may paint over what I'm doing. Sometimes I just need this just for my own brain. I don't like that little duplicated, not the right brush for this, to be honest. So why don't you switch brushes, you big dummy? I don't know. Don't yell at me. Look at that duplicated. Ooh, I hate it. Hate it. It just bothers me. So let's put that brush up. I'm really wanting to get a little bit, and again, I don't have to do it now. I'm going to be pushing. I want you to take a mental snapshot. Not that you have to, because you can always come back to this place in our video collection. But because this is not a piece of paper, if I was, let's see if I can find it. If I was looking, oh wow, look here. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know I had this. Wow, look at that. Of course, I've changed the orientation, but look at, I mean, that's the photo I took. Nobody else is on the beach. The kids go running out there, but look at the difference between this and this is what I would This is what I would normally look at when I paint. But look at the vibrance here. That's what I want to push. To be honest, my paintings, right at the moment obviously looks more like this. And actually, the way the printer did, this looks a little more purpley to me. But I'm gonna make this push me more vibrance, right? Saturation is way up on this compared to this. This is good though to sketch. I may take this to sketch them in and not have this sitting in my lap. But when I sketch, I like to sit down in front of the TV, take it easy. All right, so there's going to be more. Well, you notice, look already. Do you remember how light that looked? Now it's darkened. It's darkened, but I'm standing back about 7 or 8 feet. Okay, I want to make sure that I leave this warmer, right? You see that? There's warmth here. I may have to put more of that in. I'll definitely put some more here where she's at. That's important to me. And let's, since it is important to me, oh man, when I cleaned out my palette, I got rid of my raw umber. Where did I put it in? Because that's what I used. Now, you know what? Let's not use it. Let's damn it not use it. I don't like to challenge myself. Let's try to mix. Notice that's bright. It's breaking over. There's light behind that. As it goes here, that wave gets shorter, thicker, not as much light. Right there, it's nice and bright. Let's see. You talking about challenging. This is going to be challenging. But I like a challenge. Let's see if we can mix something that'll work right there. First step. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Let's come up some more. A little greener, maybe. There's some places right here. Put that down here a little bit more too. I'm whispering, sorry. I'll put a little bit of tickle of that in the top of that wave. Look, just the tip of the brush. I'm just letting some of that come out. I don't want to go whoosh. Here, right? Make that a little lighter because I do have that a little dark. And breaks. We'll do so much more of this after we get this drawn in. You know, even down through here. Look at that. That just makes me happy. Because there's sand under there and there's warmth and Yep. Water's tough. Beach is tough. I'm pretty happy with that. It probably, I should wait. I want to make that just a little bit lighter. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. A couple of places here, and again, we'll keep pushing this. Bad brush, wrong brush, John, you dumbass. You dummy. Sorry. Kids out there. All right. This looks nice. I can kind of hear it. I want to make that. This looks stormy. Don't like stormy. That's not what we're after. Let's see what this does. Let's go nuts for just a second. Let's do a Bob Ross real quick. Now this may make it initially look a little stormy. Oh, you dog. It's just those, yeah. In my light, I'm looking at the back of that phone. In my light, this is dark, but it's much closer to this than what I see in the back of my phone. In the back of the phone, this really looks very, not that it's not dark, it is, but this is not as far off as it looks. So what is that light? It's cool, right? It's a cool light. But it's so easy to say, oh, it's a cool light. Let me put a bunch of blue in it. And that's definitely what I'm adding, is blue. Probably I want to add a little yellow. I do want it to kind of lean to a teal, but I don't want it to be warm. A lot of white in this. A lot of white in this. But I think that's most important right now is my values. Remember our list. Our list. Is it the drawing right? Yes. The values of the values, right? Then it can be edges and temperature. Now this is going to dry. And she's going to dry a lot darker than what that looks like. So I'll keep going to do it and do it and do it and do it and do it. Subtler. She's subtler. She's subtler. Challenge. Yeah, we will end up taking, and I'm not saying I'm happy with this yet, but we'll end up taking, do my little trick, you know, my little trick, and we'll tickle that here and there. Don't tell anybody my little trick. It's our secret. But I mean, look at that. There's no way. I say no way. It'd be very hard to get that glisten. I mean, even, you know, this is just what I pile this stuff up, right? When I get ready, you know, to put this in, this is how I do it. So much fun, and to me, it's the most effective way to do this. And it's just, I love it. I love it. Starting to read, starting to happen. Still not happy. Not happy. This has to get brighter. It's got to get brighter. And I'm putting down some bright paint. I don't know about y'all. But I mean, and I may just have to go thick, gosh, almost white, and assume some of that background's going to come through. But it can't compete with this, right? You know what I'm saying. I'm going to add a little blue. I can't help it. I'm going to add a little blue and try to put this on thicker. And hopefully it'll stay. Now again, this is one of the things people don't like about acrylics. I like about acrylics for the most part, but it is a challenge. It does get challenging because it will not dry. Now I want to keep that a little thinner this time. I want to keep that, yeah, see, because I want a transition there. All right, now that's thick. Thicker. Not as much of a wash. So I'm going to put this down a little bluer. No, it doesn't look blue. But a little bit more over here. And when we feel good about the way this is working, we'll put a little bit touches of some of these, what I would call a little bit more saturated colors. Gosh, I hold my breath when I do this. It's crazy. And you see where it's dragging? I know it sounds, that's what I want. I want it to do that because now I know there's some paint going on there. That's what we needed. I knew I could figure it out. You're all right, John. You gotta pat yourself on the back every once in a while. It's okay to high-five yourself every once in a while. 'Cause this stuff's hard, man. Ain't like this is easy. This is, I'm not kidding. This is some tough stuff. Tough stuff. Let's not go crazy with the dragon. I mean, a smidge of water, just a touch of water. But that's what it's going to take for us to get this to stay. But the reason this is going to end up working for us is we worked that underpainting, right? We got those darker spots. Starting to happen. Looks a little bit better as I get back here. I'm never going to get that. I'm never going to get it to be as bright as that, right? Because again, that's a luminous device. But you're trying your daggondest to paint that effective light. Daggone it. What do I need? I know I need to keep going. I need to keep pushing the bright, because when I put Matthew on there, Peyton on, it's going to be impossible for them not to pop. Let's be honest. And I don't want to. You see what's happening is I'm using almost white, but the blue's still showing through, which is good because this is not white. That's more white, right? This is a blue, and it's still there. So I'm still gonna touch a little bit of that blue. The whiskers of that brush. Solid sheen. God, I wish it would stay like that. Make it stay like that. Now, that's the one thing about oil. You put that stroke down oil and it'll stay there. Again, I don't know from experience, I just know from studying it. But, that's the big bash on acrylics. They dry, well, there's more than just that. They dry quick. A lot of people don't like it, I like it. They dry duller, darker. That's true. You gotta keep blaming it. No, but you've seen from some of the paintings I've done, you can still make them look nice and vibrant. You just have to go about it different. The other thing, I think mainly the reason that acrylics haven't been like crazy accepted in the art world, from a professional artist standpoint. Obviously you crafty stuff, then it's like, oh yeah, that's what acrylics are for, is to make crafts. Christmas, painting or something, the painting parties and stuff. But there are a few, not many, I'm sure successful acrylic artists that have stuff that's in a gallery, right? Collectible, professional artists. Now, doing abstract and stuff, sure. But this kind of art. And I think it's mainly the reason it's got, well, not a bad rap, but the reason it hasn't been accepted is most people, even younger folks, Peyton and Matthew, my two youngest. Matthew's still in art school. Peyton graduated a couple years ago. And their teachers were trained, 20 years ago by people that painted with oils and watercolor, right? And then, let's be honest, there wasn't a lot of people that were, at that time, professionals, teachers, whatever, that painted in acrylics. So for the most part, people don't accept them that well because they were never trained in it. And it's, again, always been looked at as kind of a hobby thing. But I like it. It's starting to happen a little bit as I'm sitting here mumbling. I'm probably in need. I'm telling you, when they go in here, we could stop right now. I could put them in and spray some stuff and almost be done. But I'm not, obviously. That doesn't make me happy. It's not how I roll. There's going to be little stuff. I almost made a mistake. I almost made a mistake. I'm still probably going to because there's too much water in this. But there's going to be little things like that. Little places that are there. Little touches. And I don't want this to look photographic, and it's not, right? But there's little things that I won't stop. And I think that's a good point. I don't have a book that shows how to successfully paint this scene, right? I don't have any of that. But I've done this enough to know that I won't, and I'm confident that I won't stop until I'm happy with the painting. And usually when I've done a commission, well, always when I've done a commission, if I'm happy with it, the person that's getting it is going to be happy with it, because I'm much harder on myself, and I'm sure you guys are too, than somebody else is going to be. I've shown the painting, someone, and I've still got in my mind, hour, a lot of time to go on it, and they want you to stop. Oh no, it's perfect. Don't touch it again. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have showed it to you, because I'm going to touch it again. I can't not. And I know this is dark, a little darker than I probably should make it, but I wanted to put a little bit. Gosh, that looks stormy though, doesn't it? When I step back, when I'm up here, it looks okay. I don't want this to be a stormy day. It's a beautiful day. Again, if I wasn't looking at that, if I did this and painted them in, it would work. It would be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a beautiful day, it's sunny, whatever. I definitely need to keep pushing the brightness. I don't have, as I squint down, when I say squint, I just barely close my eyes, let my eyes close. Again, you saw me put those on. Bright. It's dull again. It just goes a little duller. You just have to keep doing it. I'm going to keep pushing the lights up here. I'm not going to do it without you guys, but that's where I'm at now. I need to stop. Let that dry. I'm going to go over. I'm going to basically, the thing I see right now is I'm squinting down. These are decent. That's a little dark, but these are okay. These two areas underneath here is okay. I really wouldn't have to do much more on there except to put a few more little strokes. I need to take these lights, all of these, and make them brighter, and then we'll be ready to put them in, I think. We'll see.